Hello, everyone. It's your buddy Jay Rassick, and I'm hoping that you're having the best day of your entire life today. So, right now, we are continuing on with our journey through the Omaha Zoo. And today, we are going to be putting together the Malaysian Tapir exhibit. Now, you may saw a little brief glimpse of it in the previous video, but right now, this is the actual speed build. I will tell you one thing, I like it, but at the same token, it's like, I didn't like it. I think I redid it about 2 or 3 different times, and I think I finally got it to the way I like it, and also the way that the game would allow me to do it. I really wish I could have had it a little bit more elevated, a little higher, because they did actually just redo a brand new Malaysian Tapir exhibit earlier this year, and it's actually a little higher up. Before, they used to have a tapir towards the center island area, as well as different parts of the Leid Jungle. But as of right now, the way it goes, they actually combined, they brought the two together for breeding purposes, as they are attempting, to my knowledge, to breed the two tapirs again. It's been a while since we've had a baby tapir in the Omaha Zoo. I think the last one we had was 2018, 2019 at the Omaha Zoo, and I tell you what, when it came about, it was definitely in the news nonstop in the Omaha area, because it was cute as a button. I believe her name was Sararia or Saria. I believe something on that lines. But yeah, she was born, or Soraya was her name, excuse me. So she was born back in 2018, weighing in at 129 pounds. And she definitely made a scene within the Omaha Zoo. And if I remember right, I think tapirs, they stay with their young for 2 years, I think it was. So yeah, for nonetheless, it was definitely nice seeing her grow up in the last few years. Now, of course, we've always had sea lions that are born every single year and so forth at the Omaha Zoo. But as for a tapir, it seems like every 6 to 8 years. I think for 2018, I believe the last time a baby was born was back in 2010, if I remember correctly. I can't believe I actually remember all this stuff. This is kind of interesting on that lines, but it's anyways, back to the speed build. It's very since they redid it, it actually brings the tapirs a little higher up, and so forth, and a little closer for viewers to see it. But unfortunately, the game wasn't really allowing that. So nonetheless, I'm like, okay. Now, almost every single exhibit has some sort of primate with it here in the Leid Jungle, or Leid Jungle. So, we just got this beautiful new mod that came out literally on the day when I started building this. And that's the Francois Langur monkey mod. And I tell you what, I love it. It's a very, very beautiful mod, and definitely, well, let's just say it definitely came in at a perfect time. When I started with this build, I'm like, oh, yep, that's exactly what I need right there. So, nonetheless, I downloaded it immediately, and here we are getting a good picture of it there, a good view of it. But as you can see, I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous mod, and I couldn't ask for another uh, great mod from Jen Bubblyworms, or also known as Bubblyworms. We all know her as Jen within the Discord. But she makes some really amazing mods, very detailed and very. I can't say exactly how great they have been because let's face it, she just knows how to pump them out. So, um, so with this one, you know, this was about the time when I was originally started and had the entire forest or Leid Jungle and rainforest or tropical rocks, and I finally decided after creating that little area of where the foraging pit for the tapirs were, I was like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and just move everything over to move it over to the faux rock. And I tell you what, I couldn't be happier with it. So you may see some videos that will have the full rock, and then some of it with the actual rainforest rock. But yeah, nonetheless, I am perfectly happy with the way things are turning out with the Leid Jungle. And I tell you what, it, let's just say if you were to take a camera through this, it pretty much will look exactly the way if you were to visit the Omaha Zoo. It's pretty close to it. These new little education boards here, some of them I have to custom make, but I tell you what, they are very nicely done, and I will post a description. It's actually right on the Nexus page, and I've actually had to kind of do a little bit of my own, but it's right out the Nexus page, and nonetheless, I'll just put a link in below. But okay, so with that being said here, we just finished up with the Malaysian Tapir exhibit, so it's time for the live walkthrough. Alright, we're back with the live walkthrough. And we're going to start at the very beginning here and kind of do a complete walkthrough all through the southeast tropical Asia section, especially for those people that are just joining us for the first time. So that way you guys can get a bit of a feel of it. For those who have not seen any of the videos before of this build. First up, we're going to be coming through the entrance. Still doing a little bit more work through this area. We're going to go ahead and bring it down the way it's supposed to be. As many of you know, I love my nighttime stuff. I love my darkness, nocturnal. There we go. And this is just basically an entrance to the canopy trail, or canopy walk, as I call it. And here we come into the tropics of Asia. To the left we have a tropical thrush and a bleeding heart dove. To the right, in real life, this would be a Siamese white-handed gibbon exhibit with Asian small-clawed otters. However, we do not have gibbon mods right now, or any gibbon animals. So right now we have some red ducks in there, which are in the Leid Jungle, if I remember correctly. At least they were a long time ago. And something that's new to the Leid Jungle, which I just added today, are the bio education boards. And to the left, we kind of have a hodgepodge exhibit, a mixture of Southeast Asian and Australian animals. Everything from Crested Ibis, Tragopan, cassowary, proboscis monkey, and the arowana. Do not have this as a speed build, unfortunately, so I apologize for that. In reality, it was already kind of taking form by the time I even got to it. Above you have the Durham Treetop Cafe,
rooftop restaurant. We'll take a little rope bridge. It's not functional. That brings us to our first Asian cavern exhibit, which is a Malaysian blood python. Scenery mod courtesy of NicholasLionRider. And these boards were based on Pixie. I actually made this myself. The template itself was through PinkAxolotl, I believe it is, Axolotl. And then we have our first custom exhibit, which is a scarab beetle. I actually kind of interpreted this as a forest scarab of Indonesia. And we have some Indonesian cockroaches, again implied, with an actual exhibit animal. I have our Malaysian leaf insects, which honestly, if we could mod exhibit pieces, I think that this would be the perfect rig for like a praying mantis. Moving on, we have our giant forest scorpions. I did actually end up closing that at the staff entrance there. And to our left, we have our first exhibit. I don't believe I had this in the speed build, but it's an Eurasia eagle owl. And you may ask, why is there a Eurasia eagle owl? I don't know. It's in the Leid Jungle, or in the Leid Jungle. However, they do range all the way through Russia, Europe, and even to the tropics of China. So they do fit into this biome just perfectly fine. To the right, on the adjacent to the eagle owl, we have our horseshoe bat. With some basic video screens. Our next exhibit we have is our splendid frog exhibit, as well as our Australian boyd forest dragon. And then we have our Indonesian skink. Habitat is actually a blue-tongued skink, but I went ahead and redecorated the exhibit to give it a tropical feel, since skinks are native to Indonesia and Southeast Asia as well. To the left, we have several implied exhibits that have not been completed yet. To the right, we have our Asian water monitor. And honestly, I love these boys. They are absolutely gorgeous, texture-wise, marking-wise, and yeah, they're just great. Love them to death. A few other exhibits here. If you're wondering where these trash cans are from, that's from the Europe mod pack. And then we also have a Burmese reticulated python. Now this is basically a common boa constrictor exhibit, just relabeled as a reticulated python. Oh hey, his head just got up. Oh, I never seen that before. Alright, I know there's two of them in here, but we're not going to go ahead and search it all because we're going to get vertigo if we keep doing that. And another big exhibit that I'm working on right now is this is going to be a basilisk with probably the magnificent frog. And that brings us out of the Asia cave into our today's build, which is again the Francois Langur and the Southeast Tapir and the arowana. And I think it turned out pretty decently compared to what I thought it was going to be. I did want to originally have it a little higher up since the Malaysian Tapir exhibit was just redone recently. But you know what? The game would not allow me to do that. I could not connect the habitat gate to it whatsoever by raising the terrain even just a little bit. So we got stuck with what we got here. Honestly, that's perfectly fine. So I'm liking the fact that there's the monkeys are climbing and the tapirs are happy, and it's grand. Get another view of our little hodgepodge, which would normally be a given exhibit. With sometimes they have a bay tapir, or mountain tapir, or an anteater. In this situation, I decided to put in some Christmas monkeys in place of our gibbons, and then of course we have some cassowaries in there, which some species are native to the northern southeast, or really southeast Malaysian. There's some variants of the cassowaries. I mean, it's a lesser cassowary if I remember correctly. But yeah, I think this exhibit turned out really nicely. Very simple. A lot of fish. Gotta love the fish. Right, and then of course our iconic hanging vine that's been like whenever someone goes to Omaha Zoo, they gotta get a picture sitting in the same. Usually when you were able to sit down in it. They don't allow it right now because of COVID-19, but when you could sit in it, there'd be like a line of people waiting for the picture opportunity. Our next exhibit is a Barbosa. Now this was kind of a last second deal of putting this in here, more of a space saver. And actually, unfortunately, I do not have any speed builds for the rest of the Southeast Asia and the Indonesia tropics. So we're going to do a little special treat, and you get to see it right now instead of waiting for a whole week for the next episode. So coming on down, there's our Barbosas. I'm probably going to turn that into a backstage area and try to push them up down in this area, because right now with that habitat door being right there, they do not want to be anywhere in this area for whatever reason. I think it's because of that huge hit box in this area. So no matter what I put down over here, they keep kind of staying over there. So you'll see them periodically through here, but most of the time they hang out underneath there, which is kind of sad. Our next exhibit, or implied exhibit animal, is our global blue tarantula from Southeast Asia. Got some nice little tarantula mods in there. Next up is going to be the brown tree skink, which honestly the lava lizard from JoJo Bird is looking really nice. And then finally we have our Burmese python, which is right there. This is an actual exhibit at Leid Jungle, and they typically will have a Burmese in there. Otherwise, articulated will be in there, or some other type of snake, non-venomous. And then finally, last but not least, we have our Dragon's Den to the left here. And actually, it's not last, but I really enjoyed building the Dragon's Den. I really like it. The Komodo dragon is not always in the Leid Jungle. Sometimes it's off stage. They actually are in the process, at least the master plan is to have a Komodo dragon house by the Desert Dome. And if they do that, I will definitely be updating my map to reflect that. Then here we're supposed to have an elephant shrew with a taku. Unfortunately, we just actually got the elephant shrew mod. I'm guessing it's based off of the prairie dog, but unfortunately I haven't been able to create this area as a habitat. I may do a joint habitat with the Barbosa, and then somehow get them up here so then they would stay up in this area, just like I did with the Barbosa. Or not the Barbosa, but for the binturong. And last but not least, we have the binturong exhibit. Now, of course, this animal is not at the Omaha Zoo, at least as far as I'm aware of. I could be wrong. But even though it's not officially on the Leid Jungle's roster, I decided to put something in here anyways, and voila. Next up, we have the Jungle Trail area. this is pretty much completed, and again, I do not have a speed build for this area, and the reason, to my knowledge, is because of the fact that I started it and just got carried away and forgot to hit play or record on the OBS system. But it is looking absolutely freaking gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. We got the mist going, we got the trees and the vine work. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And that would bring us to our next section, which will be the Congo. This is primarily exhibits with a few habitats, but unfortunately, I don't just started running out of room, so I don't think I'm going to be doing many other habitats. I do need to do a little bit of roofing flooring, as well as fix the top portion of this habitat here. But so far, I have to say, this has been one hell of a ride. Building this building with everything that's inside it. So honestly, my next set will probably be either the Scott's Aquarium or the actual Desert Dome. So if you like the video, make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, if you like to keep updated with new content that I try to release weekly, make sure you hit that notification button to get notifications of upcoming uploads and videos. So until next time, don't forget, build, play, and enjoy. Goodbye, everyone. This is Jurassic signing out.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. Did you enjoy this video? It would really mean a lot to me if you smash that like button to let me know. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon for future video content and notifications of uploads. Also, leave a comment below on what you like about this video and what you'd like to see in the series. You can follow me on Steam, Twitch, and Discord. Till next time, build, play, and enjoy.